canyon breathes in static, lightning splits the dark. I'm hunting through the noise for a solitary spark. The mesa's older than the memory in my head. Underneath the monsoon, where the red dust turns to red. I'm the relay in the silence, the guardian on the stone, keeping every signal moving, though I'm standing here alone. Across the dark arroyos, through the static and the rain, I'm the light that's holding ground for the travelers on the plains. The generator hums a song my father used to know, of ancestral patience and how the signals go. High above the washouts, where the flash floods start to run, I'm the man who keeps the connection till the rising of the sun. I'm the relay in the silence, the guardian on the stone, keeping every signal moving, though I'm standing here alone. Across the dark arroyos, through the static and the rain, I'm the light that's holding ground for the travelers on the plain. Static over Red Mesa. Stay safe out there. Sighs. Alkali dust on the pressure gauge, ink running dry on a yellowed page, heat shimmer dancing down the calico line, where the sun steals the moisture and the road steals the time. I check the battery, I listen for the hum, just waiting for the travelers who are never gonna come. And it's mercy in the metal, it's life in the well, keeping water in the iron in this dry basin hell. If a trucker passes through or a herd needs a drink, I'm the hand on the valve, I'm the blink in the brink, yeah, the brink of the day. Rusted wire fencing holding back the sage, birds in the distance turning the page. That old receipt's tumbling across the parking lot floor, an echo of someone who don't stop here no more. But the water don't ask and the water don't care, it just needs a keeper to keep it moving through the air. And it's mercy in the metal, it's life in the well, keeping water in the iron in this dry basin hell. If a traveler passes through, or the wild horses stay, I'm the light in the pump, I'm the debt I gotta pay. Just me and the calico dust. Steam rising off the asphalt, neon bleeding through the screen, bleeding through the screen. 100-year-old hydraulics, working parts I've never seen, parts I've never seen. Midnight in the engine room, water drip, drip on the floor, drip, drip on the floor. Waiting for the metal groans and the opening of the door, the opening of the door. I'm the lantern operator, standing where the river turns, standing where the river turns. Watching copper-colored lights while the Delta rain fire burns. Keep the channel open wide, keep the metal turning round. In the hollow dark of midnight, keep the high ground being found. Keep the high ground being found. Seen the silt line rise in May, seen the barges drifting past, wondered. Seen the barges drifting past, wondered how a man could find a piece that's built to last. Fading maps and oil he'd find a piece that's built to last. Fading maps and oily rags, memory in the gear tooth ring. Just a quiet-hearted man doing such a simple thing. Keep the light on. Rain on the iron, just keeping it turning. Good night, river.
Intake levels climbing in the dark, counting every cubic foot of arc. Concrete veins are holding back the tide, with nowhere left for all this weight to hide. Rain is beating rhythms on the glass, watching all the mountain runoff pass. Floodgate number 7, you're the line between the rising mountain and the valley's design. I'm holding down the pressure, I'm steady in the room, while the reservoir is humming with a heavy rising doom. Yeah, it's just a shift to me. A long night at the sea of concrete. Down in the valley, lights are soft and still. They don't hear the water climbing up the hill. Maps are marked in red across the screen, tending to the pulse of the machine. Every gauge is singing me a warning song. I've been guarding this spillway all night long. Pressure spike. The gate is trembling under the strain. Steel against the weight of the rain. Don't falter now, don't let it go. Floodgate number 7 holding tight, and the water at the door.
The sun's gone copper, sinking past the ridge. A lonely fire burns on the edge of the bridge. I'm marking as a bends on paper stained by age. Just one more on a turning page. There's a ghost of smoke drifting from the pines, moving silent as a memory through the timberlines. And it's a heavy weight, this looking at the sky, watching shadows stretch and the hawks circle by. I don't pray for rain, I just hold the line for the green below and the scars of time. Radio static is the only voice I hear, a lonely signal in the middle of the year. These floorboards groan beneath the boot-worn heel, the shadows steal. I've memorized the valleys, I've memorized the height of every cedar standing in the fading light. It's a heavy weight, this looking at the sky, watching stretch and the hawks circle by. I don't pray for rain, I just hold the line for the green below and the scars of time. Yeah, the scars of time. Just watching the embers know the way home.
Frost is etching flowers on the station glass, watching all the heavy iron shadows pass. 60 miles of nothing, just the drift and the white, keeping all the needles steady through the coldest night. My gloves are wool, my coffee's turning cool and black, but I'm the pulse that keeps the rhythm in the track. And the steel starts singing neath the lunar glare, a freight train humming through the empty northern air. I'm pulling on the lever just to show 'em the way, holding on to midnight till the break of the day. Yeah, till the break of the day. This relay's clicking like a watch that's lost its time, keeping me company while the prairie stars climb. I left the river country 30 years ago to find a deeper silence in the falling snow. It's a quiet kind of mercy tending to the line, keeping strangers moving through the bitter frozen time. Train humming through the empty northern air, pulling on the lever just to show 'em the way, holding on to midnight till the break of the day. Yeah, till the break of the day. The track is clear.
Three flights down where the concrete breeze, past the blast doors and the dormant screens. Amber glows on a row of steel. I check the tension on every reel. Index cards for the mountain shrug, dust-free air and a steady hum. The stylus drags a line through the dark. The stylus drags a line through the dark, leaving its fragile seismic mark. Keep the vault, keep the silent reed, give the forgotten the ink they need. No one's asking, no one's on the line, but the chart is true and the sequence is mine. Under the weight of the plateau floor, I keep the count behind the heavy door. Behind the heavy door. Calibration on the magnetic tape, no telemetry for the world above to take. They went digital and they left the ghost, but the ghost is what I love the most. Ink on paper for the way the wind used to blow, long forgotten numbers in a long forgotten row. Sealed against the heat and the desert sun, a vigil that doesn't need to be won. Keep the vault, keep the silent reed, give the forgotten the ink they need. No one's asking, no one's on the line, but the chart is true and the sequence is mine. Under the weight of the plateau floor, I keep the count behind the heavy door. Behind the heavy door. stabilized, power down to standby. I'll see you tomorrow night, old friend. Sleep well. The oil lamp flickers by the pulpit's edge. Dusty covers on the worn-out ledge. The floorboards whisper secrets of the dead, while autumn mist rolls through the paths I tread. Old heater humming against the hollow's chill, keeping vigil on this quiet hill. Just a lantern light and a rusted key, keeping company with ancestral memory. I'm the keeper of the names the world forgot, standing my ground on this hallowed spot. Though the bell rope is heavy with the rain in the years, I ring for the living and I wade with the fears. In the hollow where the old oaks grow, I'm the last heart beating in the morning glow, preserving the light while the world goes dim, singing their stories like a forgotten hymn. The stones have names carved deep in lichen gray, fading like the sun at the end of the day. I wipe the mud from a name I used to know, watching the thick fog move heavy and slow. Nobody's left in the hollow down the way, but the dead folks here still got things left to say. So I keep the lantern lit through the autumn rain, tending the garden of sacred pain. Bell rope waiting for the day, I'll be here, keeping the way. Black waters dragging at the iron link, pushing the season past the ragged brink. My gloves are stiff with the spray and the saltless rime, just counting the gears in the heavy frozen time. The pines are shadows leaning on the light, while the ice puts a border on the middle of the night. And the boom chains singing a cold rusted tune under the watching of a thin northern moon, under the watching of a thin northern moon. I'm sorting the timber while the current goes slow, holding the line before the drift of the snow. Yeah, before the drift of the snow. Coffee's cooling in a thermos of tin, watching the winter creeping under my skin. The bunkhouse is empty, the campfire is dead, just heavy set thoughts running round in my head. I've patched up the markers, I've greased every gate, left it all standing for the hand of the fate. And the boom chain singing a cold rusted tune under the watching of a thin northern moon. I'm sorting the timber while the current goes slow, holding the line before the drift of the snow. Yeah, before the drift of the snow. The ice takes the rest.
Watching the horizon, it's a bruise against the sky. Oil in the lantern, just the ocean and I. Wooden floors whisper neath my heavy feet, while the radio static makes the silence sweet. I'm a needle in the dark, threading every wave, counting up the secrets that the salt and the tide save. The light don't ask for nothing, it just turns its head, while the world is dreaming heavy in a coastal bed. I'm holding down the ground for the souls out on the blue, finding peace in the quiet of a promise that is true. Maps on the table where the lantern sheds its gold, 100 different stories that'll never be told. Rain on the glass is a choir I understand, while I'm keeping all my history right here in my hand. Every click of the gear is a breath I let go, walking out the storm while the lighthouse starts to glow. Let the wind scream, let the thunder shake the shelf. You can't hear the warning if you're listening to yourself. It's a long way down and a lonely way up, but there's water for the spirit in an empty earthen cup. I won't move, I won't blink, I won't let the fire fade, through the thickest of the fog and the darkest of the shade. The light don't ask for nothing, it just turns its head, while the world is dreaming heavy in a coastal bed. I'm holding down the ground for the souls out on the blue, finding peace in the quiet of a promise that is true. Light stays on, stays on.
Highway's empty, taillights fade away. Left me here to mind the harbor, keep the bay at bay. Corrugated shutters rattle on the frame while the sky turns purple, calling out a name. I'm checking all the fuel lines, tighten every bolt. One man left to carry this final heavy jolt. And the green water light keeps spinning in the dark, a steady blinking warning, a lonely humming spark. When the surge starts climbing, when the levers hold their breath, I'll be here maintaining the gear. I'll be here maintaining the gear, waiting out the death. You're waiting out the death. Salt's eating at the iron, grease is on my hands, watching all the black waves burying the sands. Generator steady, pulse of the machine, keeping all the signals sharp and the channel clean. Don't need no company, don't need no light of day. Just need to keep the watch until the tide turns away. And the green water light keeps spinning in the dark, a steady blinking warning, a lonely humming spark. When the surge starts climbing, when the levees hold their breath, I'll be here maintaining the gear, waiting out the death. Yeah, waiting out the death. Just me and the light.
Wind's gotta howl like a ghost in the gate, pushing the drift till the hinges break, pushing the drift till the hinges break. Got 2 hours of diesel, a thermos gone cold, and a bag full of steel that I'm trying to hold. The cattle guard rattles like a bone in the yard. I'm pushing the wheel 'cause the going is hard. Headlights are dying in the thick of the white, just ghost of the road in the middle of night. In the white-ash silence where the breath turns to frost, I'm counting the lines for the souls that are lost. It's a medicine road, it's a prayer in the drive, for the small shivering pulse just trying to survive. I don't look for glory, don't look for the pay, just kid, don't look for the pay. Just keeping the heartbeat till the break of the day. The barn is a cathedral of cedar and hay, where the cold doesn't reach and the shadows all sway. I pull on the gloves, feel the skin of the calf. I pull on the gloves, feel the skin of the calf. A bargain with nature on a broken down half. The stethoscope's ice on a ribcage so thin. I'm patching the cracks where the winter gets in. Not a sound in the valley but the wind in the eaves, and the quiet relief of a life that receives. The radio's fuzzing with a storm bulletin, talking of roads that I've already been. But the maps don't show what the blizzard can hide, the depth of the drift on the dangerous side. I'm the stitch in the fabric, I'm the weight on the wire, keeping the blood from the frost and the fire. In the white-ash silence where the breath turns to frost, I'm counting the lines for the souls that are lost. It's a medicine road, it's a prayer in the drive, for the small shivering pulse just trying to survive. I don't look for glory, don't look for the pay, just keeping the heartbeat till the break of the day. Engine still humming, just one more.